Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a video on how I make my cardstock for my press-on nail. I recently was using boxes, but I have changed over to cardstock. So this video I would just be showing you how I design mine and how I make them. This was a requested video from a press-on nail group that I'm in. I had asked the people want to see it because it was a frequently asked question and people wanted to see them, so I said I was going to make a video. So disclaimer, this is not the only method. There are other methods. There's cheaper paper, higher paper, and there's even companies that will create these for you, but this is just the efficient way that I find that's good for me in my business. So if you like the method, you can use it. If not, it's still cool. I think you'll still enjoy the video. So in this video, we will be using the Avery matte white postcards, which is the 8386. This is the print to edge matte white 4x4. And in this package, you do get 100. It's 100 cards, but it's only 50 sheets, so it's 2 per sheet. I will leave a link to everything that I use down below in the description box. So let's get into. Now we're going to go to avery.com and we're going to, in the search bar, we're going to type in the package number, which is 8386, and we're going to use the template that they provide on their website. So right there you can see the postcard, or you can buy them, but we're going to use the template. So you're going to click that. Now we're waiting for that to load. Now we're going to click on the 4x6 because they do have different ones, but you're going to click on the 4x6. Now right here, they do have a lot of pre-design. They have over 1,300 pre-designs. As you can see, it's some beautiful design. But today we are going to do a custom one. So you're going to pick on the select this design. Now at the top of the grid, you can see front of sheet and back of sheet. So make sure that when you're designing, you're clicking the right one. So we're gonna get our logo for the front. So we're gonna get the file from our computer. And this is where I'm just turning it and adjusting and covering the full sheet. Now with my design, I do not pay too much attention to going over the border. As you can see, it did do a caution because it's white. I don't really pay any attention to it. Now we're gonna go over, and this is where you're gonna add your text for your instructions if this was something that you would like on the back of your cardstock for your press-on nails. Now right here, you could just play around, change the size of your font that you want. Pick the font if you want it bold, underline, however you might want it. So this is what you see me doing right here. Now right here is where I just move around my wording to make sure it's proportionate to the back of the card and how I will like it. And I just play around with it. You can do it however you would like to. There's no certain way of how you do it, but that's how I do it, mine. But here is a full example of how the back of my card look. I wasn't going to retype all of that, but that's how mine look. So now you see the front and the back. So now we're going to move on to preview and print. Now we already have the paper. We're going to do the option of printing yourself. Now if you don't have the paper and you would like them to do it, you can also say let us print it for you, but we're going to do print it yourself. As you can see, you can print just the front, the back, or both. Now I did select both, but you will see later in the video where I showed you how you want to do it separately, and you will see that later on. So you're going to get the PDF and open the PDF, and that is how you will print. Now right here is where I'm showing you guys that you want the PDF to be separate, because when you get ready to print, you want them to be on 2 different PDF forms so that you can click on it and flip the paper and then put it back in your printer to print the back side. So make sure that you when you click them, that you say print front, have that PDF open, and then hit print back and have that PDF open for when you get ready to print off. It is easier unless you have one of those printers that can print the front and the back at the same time. Here I'm showing you how you just go through the process of actually printing. I'm pretty sure this is kind of common, that you will hit print from the PDF and hit print. Make sure you select your correct printer and hit print. And then that's when you'll flip the paper, and then you'll print your back side after you turn it. Okay, now that we are done doing the design, now we're ready to print. But before we print, I want you guys to pay attention to the paper. Right here you see feed in 1 sheet at a time, so make sure you do it 1 at a time. Also make sure when you pull your paper out, it's going to be right side up. You're going to need to make sure that you flip it and that the arrows are going down, and that you are feeding your printer with the paper upside down. When it's time to print the back, just flip it directly over and feed it back into your printer. So make sure that the arrows are still going down and you put it back into your printer. So let's get ready. Okay, now it's time to print. So let me go over here to my printer on the computer and hit print, and let's see how it comes out. My printer is low. Now remember what I said, we're gonna lift it directly over, and we're gonna put it back in, and now we're going to print the back. And here we have it. And just flip it directly over. Here it is. Now we're gonna move on to the next step of how I create my cardstock. Okay, now we have it all printed out. So we're just gonna take off all of the, we're just gonna take off the edges. It's easy because it's already pre-dotted, as you can see. So just take it off. Now we're gonna get into what I do to get my card sturdy, and if it get wet, if something happened to it, it's fine. Now as you can see, this is just matte. It's flimsy. So what we're gonna do is okay, now we are finished printing and we have our cards. We peeled off the edges. It's simple, it's dotted, so you just gotta fold and pull off. So now the next step is to laminate them. Yes, I laminate my cards, and I'm gonna show you how I do. So I have the laminating sheets. So I'm gonna open this up. If I can get it open. Okay. So what I do, I just open it. I stick my card. It don't have to be super even because you're gonna cut it anyways. And there you go. So now I take my Amazon laminating machine, and what I'm going to do is very carefully make sure when you laminate that it's even, and that when you get ready to pull, that it's straight. So this is doing, and we're gonna watch it come out on the other side. So let's move it this way. Drop it, and this is what you get. So now you took your matte paper into gloss paper by laminating it. Now the next step, you can just use scissors, but I have a cutter that I use, so I line my stuff up with the line. And this is how I cut everything, and making sure that it's nice and even. Alrighty, I'll set it to the side, and here it is. Instructions on the back, logo on the front. Now from here, this is where I take my double-sided tape and I line up on the top of the logo and on the bottom of the logo, and that's how I film my nails. So this is how you make your cardstock. I hope this video is very useful and that you can make your own. You also can use this paper for making your thank you card. I have never made my thank you card on here. I just ordered a book of them from Amazon, but I might get into that. When I do it, I'm gonna show you guys how I use this postage paper to make my cardstock for my nail. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. My next video will be a Q&A, also from Presto Nail Queen. I put up a status asking what kind of questions would you like me to answer on my experience with business, personal nails, materials, where I get my stuff from. So look out for that Wednesday. That will be up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other information you would like to know. Bye.